Yeah.
We're live,
Okay.
finally.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes to go to the Walmart with Mike. 45 minutes later.
Was it really 45 minutes? Are you serious?
Something around there.
I can't fucking open it.
Well, we'll start going through League and then whatever follows. Hopefully I'll be looking at chat this time. So, I think we want to wait on what Riot has released and just go into teams for right now and then swap to what Riot has done recently. So that's the first thing. CLG bootcamp. Pretty big. I mean, I'm going down to LCS on August 1st, and I was hoping to meet some of the CLG team, but turns out every single starting member, is in Korea boot camping with Monte Cristo as we speak right now.
So all of COG.
Every single member of CLG. The subs are Nien, Hotshot, Chaox, and then a mid and a jungle. Or no, a jungle and a support.
How is that going to work for LCS?
They've already confirmed and they're starting.
Subs?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not sure how that's going to work out at all for the current standings.
They're, what, fourth? CLG's fourth or third? I think they're fourth right now.
Yeah, I think they're fourth. They've gone 0-2 the past 2 weeks.
I think that when you start 4 subs in the last week, that actually matters a lot, and you could potentially lose 4 games and get a terrible seed against the first seed. If you end up in 6th place, you're going against 1st place.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pressure.
Is there a bye for the 1st place team?
I don't
First
think
and
so.
2nd place team both get a bye.
So it's
Wow,
what? 6th versus 3rd, 4th versus 5th?
Yep.
Who's 3rd? I guess TSM
TSM
versus
is 3rd.
CLG if they end up in 6th. I don't think that there is any way that they will pull off a win. I don't think it's possible at all.
See, they're playing against Dignitas, EG, Complexity, and C9. So they could pull off 1 or 2 wins.
Maybe one. I don't think that they'll win against Dignitas. I think EG has become a tougher opponent since they have more jungle pressure than they did before. You can't just hope to run away with a win. And obviously, you're not, yeah. But that's the only overlay we have because this is a test stream.
Nice.
Yeah. But man, it looks really bad for CLG. And someone who wanted to go there and meet CLG, I'm pretty disappointed that I won't get to.
Don't worry, man. You're going to be able to meet Hotshot.
I can't wait to meet Hotshot GG and Chaox. Some washed up members of the League of Legends pro scene. Oh man.
Washed up? I wouldn't say washed up.
I think Hotshot GG is washed up, and I think Chaox is washed up too. We're gonna have to see what he does
in the next
He's
few games.
He's so toxic now.
People think it's trolling, but people have their own definition of toxic nowadays.
Yeah, didn't he have on his stream the whole toxic thing? Like, he has it on his Twitch stream, basically saying everything is toxic.
It's a running joke to him now. Man, pretty disappointed. But maybe we'll see a miracle and they'll go 2-2 or something.
Well, the first people that COG is playing is Dignitas.
Wait,
so that's
are CLG playing twice the first day? I think they're playing twice the second day. But it doesn't really matter.
They play twice the second day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Alright, so the teams are COG versus Dig on August 1st, COG versus EG, COG versus Complexity, and then it is Cloud9 versus COG.
Do you think they're just gonna stay in Korea the entire time? Oh no, wait, no, finals. That's right. For some reason, I thought this was finals. But if they're
Wait,
boot camping right now for finals, maybe they'll
is
have
the
a
main
chance
roster staying in Korea for up until Worlds?
up until finals.
Oh, alright.
But I don't know. I think it really hurts their chances of.
Yeah, they'll be out there for almost a
Imagine
month.
if they were able to come from this week 4-0 and clinch a second place spot. That'd have been pretty hype. But right now, I don't think. I think Worlds is a far off goal, especially if you're gonna end up coming in sixth.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really step it up. There's a high risk that they're gonna lose fourth place and probably drop down to maybe sixth or seventh.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
No,
then
they can't drop down to 7th. They can only drop down to 6th.
yeah, they've already clinched playoffs.
Yeah.
That's why there is no doubt as to why they're doing it. Still, I don't know. I guess it's well, it's like what football teams do. They already have a playoff spot and they'll throw in subs, I guess. Just so
Yeah,
they don't.
it's a good idea what they're doing. Is they're getting since they already have a for sure spot at Worlds.
I mean, if they don't care about
they're
seeds,
definitely
then.
just gonna start scrimming all the Koreans.
And on the upside of it, if you look at it and just get past it, and you don't really look at the seeds, they're scrimming against top Korean teams because Monte has those connections. So maybe they will actually come out maybe twice as better than they left. You looking something else, Mids?
Yeah, I'm quickly looking at CS:GO Lounge.
And then I think we want to swap to what's coming out and then what was released today. I think the 4.3 patch notes were released today. I think the biggest thing about those patch notes is the holy trinity of junglers got nerfed.
Yeah, I was reading about the Lee Sin nerfs, and
That
the
is
fact that he's the
devastating.
cripple, they're getting rid of what the attack speed debuff.
I don't think that'll hurt jungle Lee Sin that much more than or top lane Lee Sin.
Yeah,
Oh, it'll hurt
maybe
him later
maybe late
game if you think
Definitely
about
get a
it.
job sooner.
He already falls off unless you're ridiculously good. Now he falls off even harder. And top lane Lee Sin isn't. I don't even think it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore after that.
And then just various AD carry changes and a couple buffs, couple nerfs. I think there's like close to 30 champion changes, and I don't really want to run through them all. You can just go look at the patch notes yourself.
Yeah, this was definitely the patch for nerfs and buffs.
And I think it's good because I think this might be the patch that's going into finals and worlds.
I think they'll do one more small patch.
Really?
Just to clean stuff up because Worlds is what, like a month and a half away, something like that.
2 months.
Yeah,
2 months.
It's in
I thought it was
September.
Yeah, September, like mid-September.
2 months.
It's about a month and a half.
Okay.
It's almost August.
I keep forgetting it's not July. Well, for much longer. But yeah. Predictions for first, second, third at the end of this Super Week, because this is the last day that we're doing this. Both regions.
For NA, I'm gonna have to say LMQ, if there's still a thing, is gonna be number 1 or number 2, with a following of Cloud9 for either number 1 or number 2, and then TSM or maybe Dignitas for number 3 or 4.
I think I'll put GSM at number 3 with LMQ and C9 top 2.
I'm gonna say LMQ just because they have been playing consistently.
Yeah, the fact
I
since
think
COG right now is number 4, and Dignitas is right below them, then they definitely have a chance of being number 4 or number 3.
I think it'll be TLG has no chance of being in top 3 anymore. So it'll be LMQ, C9, TSM. Definitely. Like I'm 95% sure that will be the top 3 in any order. I don't think that Dignitas will make top 3. And then EU, I think it's gonna be top 3 finish. I'm gonna go with Alliance, Fnatic, and SK. I don't think Millennium
No
or Super
way.
Hot Crew will make 3.
No way. It's obviously going to be Alliance Fnatic and maybe Super Hot Crew, because SK is pretty good. Super Hot Crew, man, Selfie with the mid with the carry.
I think Fnatic will take number 1, like they usually do. Alliance has been slacking somewhat, and Fnatic's on like some crazy win streak right now.
I don't know, man. I think SK will clinch the 3rd spot. I think that they will get it. I think that there will be like a 3-way tie, and every single one of those teams that tie are gonna have to play like a game to decide 3rd place. But this is just going in the finals. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's gonna
Last
be a
3
close one.
weeks, Fnatic has gone 1-5, like or not Fnatic, SK. Like they are not doing good.
Man, I still have hope for SK. I thought that they were gonna come out in like 2nd place.
Yeah, same. But
Yeah, for my other fantasy league, I drafted pretty much all SK members, and they
Oh, and
definitely.
the fantasy league that we're in, I'm absolutely crushing everyone.
I'm not even in that anymore.
I think no, I think RJ won, so there's still a 1 game difference, and I'm pretty sure that I'll beat Chris. And Riot has came out and said that publicly the LMQ leadership dispute. I'm trying to remember what it said. The I would have to go look it up since I read it last night. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Where would it be anyway?
Probably
Reddit?
league subreddit.
It wasn't there. Would it be? I think it would be on LoL Esports. No?
Yeah, it should be
Check
there.
on gamers maybe, since Travis did a whole piece
LMQ
about
ownership.
it.
No. Riot has came out and said this stuff.
Oh,
But yeah, it was like what we were saying yesterday. AK and then realized that it was like a LoL class thing. Said no, you can't do it. But Riot said they're looking into it to openly resolve the leadership issue, etc., etc. Basically everything that was said yesterday. But it's good that Riot has come out and like since it hit Reddit on several like unofficial statements and some official statements, I guess, that it's being looked into. Hopefully, I would hate to see something happen to them. I really would.
I don't know, man. I think we need more drama about this.
God. Every like
Drama is
right
always good.
before finals, like CLG, like Lust Boy, and now like LMQ, like all right before finals, season 4 worlds.
Yeah, Les Boy almost not being able to play. Luckily, TSM got their paperwork in perfectly.
And just general. Uh, I saw something on Reddit and I looked into it. Apparently, they're doing surveys for like allegedly looking into recolors for champions. Like Lucian, I saw a screenshot. It was Lucian and his white coat was blue, and it was just basically simple stuff like that and how the survey would go. I think that it would be okay if it would be cheap because it's just a Lucian's robe was blue and that's all it was. So that's nice, cheap.
Yeah, most skins that are recolors are usually a lot cheaper, but I'm not sure how much special, whatever the Zac skin is, where he's just purple. How much is that in RP wise?
I think it's 975.
Yeah, that's. I always thought that would be way cheaper.
I don't know, I'm down for the recolors. I would get a couple green skins of couple champions. I'd get a green Lucian skin. Hines?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Riot's looking into recolors for champions. An example would be Lucian's white robe would just be green and nothing else would change.
I don't see that being an issue. So, why not?
I don't know. I'm behind it. Doesn't seem like it would. It's not like making a new skin, and maybe they'd come out with several at a time for one champion. And the Riot Kale and Arcade MF for the packs that's coming out, PAX Prime. I think the Riot Kale skin looks god awful, and she has enough skins.
You don't like it?
Why is she getting another skin?
Yeah, she has enough
She
skins.
just had a legendary skin come out.
Look at the wings.
I saw the wings. It's awful. That skin is awful. I think someone else deserved that skin. Riot Annie.
There was
No, Annie
there was
has enough
some
skins.
art for a Riot Leona, and
Oh, yeah,
Iron
I saw that
Silas-
one.
Iron Silas commented saying that that was a pretty awesome skin, and she would pass it down.
I mean, if that gets thrown in, I couldn't be mad at the Riot Kill for too long, even though it's a god awful skin.
I would love to see a Riot Leona.
You really like that skin, Hines?
I think it's fine. Like, I don't love it, but I like it.
Just had a legendary skin come out. Look at the champions that don't even have 3 skins. Give me a Riot Victor.
Victor is probably, I don't know, man. The newest skin he has, I forgot what it was, but it's pretty sick.
Battlecast.
Yeah,
No, no,
Battlecast
no.
Victor.
It is like, yeah, Inventor or something like that. And then I think the last thing on League of Legends would be
Nar?
Gnar. Let's talk to Heinz about this. What do you think, Heinz? Top lane.
He's got the laning, he's got the CC, he's got the sustain, it seems like. He has crazy tanking, I think.
He
Once
only
he's
has
available.
crazy tanking in the melee mode, and that doesn't last for too long.
Yeah, but that's still good enough. It seems like he's got good damage too. I think he will see competitive play once he's available.
I think that when he comes out, he's going to be much like Jace when he comes out. In the sense that no one really knew how to play him, and then everyone realized when you maxed E and went hammer for him, you chunked people for like a third of their health. And I think he's going to be like that. But yeah, his ulti seems kind of broken. But like a 2-second stun? That's what it looked like in the video.
I haven't watched the video yet.
I think there was a video. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the video right now. It kind of reminds me of a Shyvana. I don't know.
Like a
Something-
Shyvana ulti that stuns.
Yeah, that pushes other people too. It's kind of like Syndra's little ball thrower thing,
Yeah.
where it moves
Like a
them
little
and
knockback.
it stuns them if it hits them into the wall too.
Hey, is that it for League? I mean, fuck, we already hit on League for like 30 minutes yesterday. No need to go into the stuff that we've already been in.
Yeah, that's all I can think of for League. We've covered the whole LMQ issue.
I think the next biggest thing is EA is looking at a subscription service for Xbox One for, I think it was most of their games. I saw Madden 25 on there, or what their like year thing. I saw FIFA 14 for a generous $30 a year.
So you have to buy 2 subscriptions to play an online game? Basically? That's...
No. The subscription service would be you get the game.
Oh. Huh.
And coming from EA, if you play a lot of EA games, I think it's a decent kind of deal. but I think it's only for Xbox One.
Yeah, it's exclusive for Xbox One.
I think the games that they gave as an example, it was Madden 25, FIFA 14, Battlefield 4, all for $30. I think they would give you like a category of games that you have, and it wouldn't be newly released. I don't think until a little bit later, and it gives you early access to some games too, because we all know how much early access is. It's a wonderful feature out of all the games that we've been seeing recently.
Yeah, this seems like a good. It could be either really good or really bad. Um, Players will also get a 10% discount on digital content purchased from Xbox, which is full games and DLC. So that's pretty cool that they did
10%,
that.
like off of
Yeah,
DLC. I feel like they could have done better. The deal overall, it's kind of like what people were saying about Nintendo's old games releasing them on the Wii U for like a subscription service that would be like, oh, you pay $10 a month and you'll get this catalog of like 200 old Nintendo games that you can play right here on your Wii U. I don't know if that's actually a thing or like where I read it, but I remember reading that on an article somewhere. And I would kind of think it was like that, but I feel like they could have done more with it. Does anyone know if the EA games have like, if they still are running that online subscription thing?
I have no clue.
Because the
yeah,
last
I'm
time I
not
picked
sure.
up a football game, it had that online subscription thing on PS3. I mean, if that includes that online subscription and you get the games, I think that's a pretty good deal. If you actually put the time into EA games.
Xbox 360 subscription, so you can actually play multiplayer. Then I think it'll be okay.
I mean, if they work it well, I think EA can get some of the negative backlash taken away that they've gotten a lot recently.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big there's gonna be a big thing for EA if they're not really a big company for good things to come out of. So if this is something good, definitely get rid of some negativity.
At least they're trying. I mean, it's good to see. And moving over to, I
I
didn't
ac-
switch the text again.
I
No.
actually just learned some stuff about League some more. The two Koreans on Keat Stars, Suno and Winged, they have left their team and they're heading back to Korea.
Wait. What team is that?
Keat Stars from Brazil with
Oh,
Suno
so
and
like Brazilian pickups that they had a while back, they left.
yeah.
Was this for
This,
one team or was it for multiple?
right now it's just for Keat Stars. I'm not sure about Pain Gaming. They're the other team in Brazil with Koreans.
Doesn't Pain Gaming doesn't no KT Bullets Insect went to a Chinese team. Who went over to Pain Gaming?
So Pain, I don't think they're that well known, but
Was it Bebe?
no, they're not. The two that went over aren't that well known. Lactea and Ole. Ole changed his name. His old name was. Um, let's see, what was his old name? Anna. He was on Midas Fio.
Okay. And I was about to segue into some teasers of Path of Exile going into the new expansion that is always free, by the way, and the game is 100% free. And this game is awesome. You guys should try it. It's a great game, I gotta say. But the teaser release of the new UI, generally when they release the second teaser, uh, the UI was kind of awful. I didn't like it. A lot of people on Reddit didn't like it. Within 24 hours, they released a new UI, and I think that's pretty cool. They didn't like listen to suggestions. They kind of came out with we're looking at doing something to the UI. Here's a teaser. And then they realized people didn't like it and they made it better.
Yeah, having played PoE for maybe a month or two at most, I never really noticed that the UI even changed. I'm looking at the pictures right now. It all looks like really little changes to me.
I do like the color scheme that they went with. I like the change. I like that the various menu buttons are now one menu button and you kind of scroll up like an MMO through the multiple options. So that's pretty cool. Little thing there. And then moving from there into DayZ Experimental that came out. Had some. I like what they're doing because when they first released the early access, the the development for DayZ was really slow, and it kind of sucked how slow it was because I felt like I dropped $20 on this, and it kind of sucks because right now I can't even play it. Kind of the game was unplayable for a long time until the releases that they've been putting out recently, and this is just another one. The way the items would respawn, servers would stay up for like 2 hours at most, which is like 8 hours in game, and then servers would respawn, and then the drops would refresh. But now they refresh when you leave the quadrant that the areas are in. So if you want to respawn, you can take everything out of the building and then leave the quadrant and then come back in, and it'll be respawned freshly as long as no one has entered the quadrant. So it's nice that they've added that. And the map, when you look, now you have an incentive for picking up a map because it tells you exactly where you are on the map. And then they have currently added the early stages of tents, which you could store items through server resets and stuff like that.
I'm looking at the tent pictures right now. They definitely look a lot better. I don't think we're going to be mistaking them for rocks when we're running through the countryside anymore.
Are they hard to see, or can they blend in?
They can blend in, but if you're looking at them, you're going to definitely figure out it's a tent.
Hmm. It'll give more of a reason for people to wander around into the middle of nowhere and up north.
Yeah, that's the thing though with these what's it called? Early access games. You kind of take the risk of playing something that is in very early stages of development, and you have to wait. You're gonna have to wait some time in order before it gets to be the actual game that you want to play.
Oh, and I think it releases. It'll be a really good game. Did any of you play Rust at all? I never got the
No,
chance to
I've
play it.
looked into it, but I didn't feel like playing it.
And then there was a couple other releases for survival type MMOs that I can't think of right now. Because I know one just released on Steam and I saw it up on the library games on Twitch.
I do like a concept that Rust has where they have the item drops, in which an airplane drops a bunch of crates with parachutes that float down randomly on the map, which is kind of the same system as Daisy's helicopter crashes, but
You don't have
I
to
do
wait for
like
a
that
server
bit more.
restart.
Yeah, it's throughout the server uptime.
Definitely I like that maybe better, and maybe they're actually looking into that to have uh real-time crashes. Like even if it sucks, like the animation sucks as you're watching it down, it like hits the ground and then it swaps over to like the spawn that we would see in the mod. Even if there's no clean transition, I still think it would be better than waiting for a server uptime, like a server restart to get fresh drops and fresh helicopter crashes.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most hyped for Daisy is the animated helicopter crashes, because they showed interest in animating helicopter crashes, but I would really like to see that implemented.
And yesterday I didn't get to touch on this, but Mass Effect 4, there was no 4 on the leaked screenshots. There was the Mako, there was character models, and I think there was a couple of weapons, but I think it's safe to say that there is some type of new Mass Effect in development. And as someone who played 2nd and 3. I didn't play the first. I'm kind of excited for a 4th one. Not really the multiplayer, because I didn't really like 3rd's multiplayer at all.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the Mass Effects. All I know is Mass Effect 3 had the endings, red, blue, and green
Oh, yeah.
endings. That's all I've heard about it.
The DLC endings, did you see those? Man, the flack that they got for that. And I think the last topic before we swap over to what we've been playing recently and what we've been doing was the update to Firefox about a week ago, but it didn't hit me until like 2 o'clock today when I was forced to update. It was Firefox 31. And basically what this update did was it was like malware and a security update, and they also added when you hit a new tab, what shows up on Firefox is 9 tabs of what you like have been going to recently, and you can pin tabs. And they added a search bar which clamped everything down and looked like there was enough space for ad space, and that seemed like it hurt Firefox a lot from what I've been reading.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I haven't gotten the update yet. I really hope I don't get it anytime soon. I've gotten used to quickly pressing the new tab and going to one of my 9 as
Did,
fast as I can.
do you know that when you open Firefox, you can have it set to those 9 tabs?
Yes, that's what I have. I have that open.
Yeah. No real
Good thing I
homepage,
use
just that
Google.
one.
Good thing I use Google Chrome.
Well, I mean, Google knows what they're doing. I guess Firefox is kind of affiliated with Google in a sense, but it
Yeah,
seems like they
Google
want a little bit more money.
Chrome definitely has more plugins and add-ons. Firefox, I haven't really noticed any add-ons and plugins as nearly as much as Chrome does.
But I mean, it wasn't a big issue for Firefox because all it took was like 2 Google searches, and I was able to find code, and I edited uh, the content of new tab to just show the 9 tabs and get rid of the search bar. So it wasn't a big deal, but it's annoying that I had to go and do that because there's no option to turn off the search bar. And I think that covers it. I want to cleanly transition into what we've been doing recently, and I know Smibs has been watching his CSGO bets, so let's go into that.
Yeah, mostly been betting on skins on CS:GO Lounge. I think I was gonna go all in on the one game that's going on right now, I Buy Power versus Just Us is apparently they lost. The only reason why they lost to their other game, which was versus Complexity, I think, was it was 16-14. They lost by 1 round, which was really close considering it was one of the best teams, CS:GO teams, versus some other team that no one's really heard of. So I wanted to go all in, but CS:GO Lounge slacking. I could only bet, I want to say, 70 cents.
And
Go.
I've been doing CSGO. I actually lost a pretty big bet today on Epsagay. That was 2 games. I bet like a $1 one bet and then a $3 bet, and I lost both. That was nice. I had gone into it thinking, oh man, Epsilon has been showing up. They've been playing good. They'll definitely beat Navi, and there's no doubt in my mind that they will show up against uh, who was the other team?
Against
Titan.
Epsilon? Yeah.
Epsilon and Titan. And they failed to show up. They pretty much got stomped out of both games, and that was pretty sad until I won the bet that I placed on Titan. So. And
What I
then,
do want to bring up really quick is currently on CS:GO Lounge, I Buy Power has 87% leeway in their best of 1 against Justice, which is 13%. And right now in game, Justice is 4-0 against I Buy Power. So let's go Justice.
and the second game I've been playing is Super Smash Flash 2. It was developed in the same sense fast gameplay like Melee was, it's pretty good. Pretty good for like a solo developer who just like made the Slash game because he likes Super Smash. And right now he's putting it online. I think there's a tournament that's supposed to be going on pretty soon, and it's so packed with people who want to register that it got clogged, and they're only releasing 5K to 10K registrations a day, and I still haven't even gotten in. So that's pretty cool that that's going on for a little tiny Flash game. Heinz, what about you before we wrap this up? I mean, I know what you've been doing, but I mean, I
A
don't know
little
if
bit
you
of
want to say
League,
it.
a little bit of CS:GO, a little bit of Clash of Clans. That's about it. That's about it.
How have your bets been going? You've been winning?
I haven't been able to place any because the site is dumb.
You should really keep some of your bets and returns for moments like this.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to
Yeah,
do it.
I left one gun in return, but I don't want to bet it right now.
Well, like I said, I was trying to go all in for Just Us, but the inventory system was bugging out. They would only let me bet from returns, so that's a good reason to keep them all in returns.
Going into vacation, I'm going to leave like 20 or so in returns. I think that's a max because when I tried to open up the Steam API, it wouldn't load on my S5, so I couldn't bet directly from Steam. So I'm gonna have to have that going in for me. So if I lose all my bets in like the first 2 days, I won't have anything to do for the rest of the week. And I think that about wraps up the second test stream of the daily podcast that we're gonna be doing starting from the 7th of August. And this is the last one. There will be no stream going on tomorrow.
Ripping pepperonis.
And I guess the co-host, because she was the first person that I talked to it with about daily podcast, yeah, let's go with that, was out sick today, Yaya, and I would have had a fourth person on today, which would have been Chris or Hines, so it would have been 4 people, but Yaya couldn't make it. She was sick. Rest in peace, Yaya. She'll be back on the 7th, hopefully. Along
Get
with
well
Smiths.
soon.
And maybe Hines. Maybe another guest. I don't know.
We need more friends, man.
Yeah, more friends that just don't play League of Legends. Alright, and that's it for Just Casual Podcast. I wish I could roll ads, but sadly I don't have that function, and it's just going to be abrupt ending to the stream. Later, guys, and we'll see you around August 7th.
Peace out.